I'm back. I don't think I leveled up last time.
You should do that right as I start recording. Excellent. Uh, hey, guess what? It's another Fabula Ultima session here. Pyrithal. So, last time the group dealt with the, some left behind Imperial Guardsmen, Anuian Guardsmen, who the party actually made pretty good work of. Uh, Tossing each one out and then later taking inventory on what was going on, dealing with the burnt remains of their ship, and deciding to make their way to relief. The city built in the side of a wall, inside of statues that are also built into the side of a wall. The party made some travel rolls, and unfortunately, their luck soured as the ant lion. My part ant lion, part ant, part lion. All not very fun to look at. Has made the earth shift underneath them, and the bus, the Baddington bus, is currently stuck on cactus, some sort of tree thing. You're not sure what it's stuck on, but it's under the Baddington bus, preventing you from moving forward, and the antlion is closing in. So here's how we're going to start this particular session. Instead of just having you go roll initiative, blah blah blah, I'm actually going to have you guys have one round to try to get out of this situation, to run away from the big old scary antlion. So you have one turn each before I start making you roll initiative here. After which, after all of you have gone, combat will officially start. So this is you trying to figure out a way to deter the giant insect here, arthropod, whatever the fuck this thing is, from coming and eating your shit. So you guys are just free to pick your own turn order for this round, and then I'll start doing initiative stuff. So no, don't talk at once.
All right. Alrighty. I have an idea. It's quick. Someone come up with a plan.
Ari probably hasn't put her bike away, so she's probably just gonna hop on the bike, and like ride it to see what's keeping them in place.
Well, it's a tree.
Yeah, she's gonna go inspect it and see what the situation is that's actually holding the bus in place.
Yeah.
By the way, Tom, doesn't everyone currently have like?
Everyone I have 9 XP from what Connar said last time.
Everyone has. I have 0 XP.
So did you all get a thing of XP after I left?
Right. Some people get MVP and stuff, but Tom and I should be on.
I believe we got a straight 10 last time. Just
we did
to
get
clarify,
straight 10 last time. We did get straight 10
because
last time.
I give extra XP for combat because I'm
that's
a nice
right.
boy.
That's right.
Okay,
you were gone
so you gave an extra 1 XP after I left.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are level 7 at 0.
Okay.
All right. So
Ari, just to go back on Ari here. Ari, deploying their bike and having it hover in place of the shifting sand coming towards the antlion, you're able to see what is keeping the Baddington bus in place. It is a plant known as the tumbled weed. it is a stationary tumbleweed-looking like plant, except it's a lot more hard and rigid, and it actually, instead of rolling around and moving, it likes staying hidden in the sand and tripping people, or at least people just claim that these plants are out to get people. It's just a plant. It could.
Right. Can I take an action?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to like the base of the plant, so like where the plant meets the ground, and I'm gonna have Ignacio do a fire attack on it.
All right. Roll that fire attack.
Hold on, 1 second. So this is just, it's called Burn. Willpower plus willpower. Attribute test.
Yep.
No modifier, right?
No modifier. It's just willpower plus willpower. All right. The bare minimum. Unless you wanted to use a Fabula point.
I mean, you said it's the bare minimum, so I'm good with that.
All right. So, you have How does Ignacio do? He's on your shoulder and he just sort of throws a little, like, spawns a little fireball.
Yeah.
And peppers it.
I hold him in my hands and he like just tosses some fireballs at it, a couple small ones.
All right. So
He's using flame shoot.
yeah, it's like I like to imagine they're like Mario Brothers style fireballs just being tuk, tuk, tuk.
Yeah, so this is HR plus 5 fire damage.
Yeah. So it starts burning away. However, these are a plant used to the heavy heat. So you're doing damage to it. It's just, hasn't been fully dislodged yet.
I do have a question actually. How dry is it?
Well, it's a desert.
That's what I mean. Like, if it's dry enough, then like, just simple sparks could actually probably really ignite it.
All right.
Desert plants are poorly adapted to fire and are easily harmed by it.
Plants are easily.
Plants are flammable. Actually,
I know plants are flammable.
dry plants especially are flammable.
That's exactly the thing here. The thing should like catch on.
It
actually would be super vulnerable despite the heat.
I don't think a cactus is vulnerable to fire.
He didn't say. He said it was more like a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's a tumbleweed, that's definitely vulnerable.
You have logicked your way into another point. Way to go.
Like a Fabula point?
No, not a Fabula point. Just another tick on the clock.
I see.
So, you've done what you could. Ignacio's fire, though powerful, manages to get things loosen up. However, there's still... And you guys are able to move a little bit forward. However, the weed is just hooked into something probably deeper on the ground underground at this point. But, there's still a few vines and branches still connecting to the bottom of the Baddington bus.
Okay. Do I know if the Baddington bus has anything along the lines of turbo?
I'm going to say...
Or nitro.
Nitro or turbo.
Anything that's just a boost.
So this has been a luxury vehicle
Yeah.
I mean, you can
So
try to
it's
use
not-
inventory points for it. Probably.
Yeah, I'll allow it for an inventory point.
Sure.
One
we didn't-
inventory
we-
point.
You know what? I'll say 2 inventory points. You can make this
No.
thing go in the nitro.
Well,
Okay.
Wouldn't it be? I think it would be. Wouldn't it be like a Fabula point to add it, like being like, oh, the bus has a nitro feature.
You know what?
no.
I'm gonna say to make the
I think it
feature.
could also be an inventory
Yeah,
point.
because
Listen, it'd be inventory because it's more. It's more physical than
Yeah.
rather than.
Yeah, it's more like I'm pulling this thing out that we have it.
Yeah. How
But
about
more so like this.
Pulling
How
out the
about this?
materials.
How about this? For the creation of it, because it was not planned originally with a nitro feature, I'm gonna say that's gonna cost a Fabula point, and then to use the nitro, it's gonna be 1 inventory point. For the sake of
Okay,
story.
Well, you'll need
So-
the fuel for it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So just use 2 inventory points and boom, we're good.
One.
No, 1 Fabula point, 1 inventory point.
Yes.
But
Sure.
then from now on, we have it, so it only costs an inventory point to use it.
Yes.
So it's
Okay.
it's better in the long run.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. I guess since Ari's gone, Brecken takes the helm.
You know,
I don't even know Ari was driving in the first place.
I think we said I wasn't.
yeah. No, you weren't. You were driving Brecken.
Okay, fine. I gas it.
All right. You flick some switches, turn some knobs, crank this sort of bicycle wheel looking thing.
Quick question: Do I have communication with Ari at the moment?
No, Ari is outside of the Baddington bus, trying to
Okay,
take care of the.
Do I have? Does the bus have a speaker system?
Be
No.
off to the side of it in case it suddenly lurches forward, so don't worry about it.
Oh no, I
The
was gonna.
speaker system is yelling.
Yeah. The speaker
Okay.
system is rolling down the window and yelling real hard
No. The speaker
and
system
hoping
is like
someone hears you.
even worse. Like the speaker system is like a very. It's just like a line of string with cans all around the rooms, and I just have the one can by the thing, and I just start like.
It doesn't work, but
oh,
we
yeah.
usually hear them through the walls.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's an
and,
RV. It's
basically speaking, like Brecken does go like, everyone please hold on real quickly, we're about to get very bumpy and fast, and it's like he fucking gasses it.
You open up a little. It looks like what appeared to be like a cigarette lighter in any other vehicle. You take out this long pill, this long capsule. Shove it into the port. Close the lid. Press a button, and the Baddington bus underneath it starts glowing this strong cyan as it starts lifting about maybe another 6 inches off the ground than it usually is. And you're almost there. It is fighting against this.
All right. One last thing.
You have used your inventory point in your action. Unless you have a flavor thing to add.
I was gonna say backing up and then doing it.
Okay. You back up and then attempt to do it. Either way.
Yeah.
No,
because like
you back up
Yeah.
a little bit. You pop it in. You immediately go forward. So, Ari, you almost see it. You see it almost snag off, except Brecken put the nitro in too fast as usual. Fucking Brecken, oh my god, right? You're still they still snagged a little bit, but if once this is free, you guys are home safe.
So I would like to use my axe because it seems like between Ari and Brecken, we can probably tell the 1 or 2 vines that are left holding us in. I'm just gonna lean out the side, so I'm not gonna just hold off the side of the thing, and then just go down and just try and swap up the last of the of the vines.
Yeah. So you pop open one of the back windows and shing. With one swing of of your fiery axe, you cut off the last remaining of the branches, and the Baddington bus fucking nitros forward. Hal, if you weren't so big, I would have made you make a check to not fall out the window. But how tall is Hal?
He's very tall. I don't think there was anywhere on my sheet that I could put it down. But I think he's definitely well over 6 feet.
Yeah, with a fucking 4-foot wingspan or some shit like that.
Yeah, and he's got the really, really big pauldrons, remember?
Yeah. So really all you did was summon your axe while your arm was sticking out this back window, swing, and if it wasn't for your large frame, you would have fallen out. Ari, you're struggling to keep up with the Baddington bus, which is just...
Absolutely not. I'm so fast.
You're very
I don't think you understand how fast I am. What is the effect of the nitro? Like, what does it do, like, ×3 speed or something?
I'm gonna say ×3, but it is nearly uncontrollable. So good news.
And for how long?
I'm gonna say for a scene's worth of time. So I'm gonna say for like the next 15 minutes. Ari, you've speeding up your bike, trying to keep up.
No, I can have. I'm fast. I don't think you understand. I already have ×3 speed, and I was fast before that.
Yeah, you're keeping up.
No. But the time he's talking about, like, ×3 speed for a vehicle. Your thing goes 3 times as fast as a person.
No.
So
no, my bike.
The bike has 3 times speed.
Yeah, it has. Actually, I think it has ×5.
I think it was just
total
×2.
Total distance ×5.
All right. So either way, your bike is designed for speed.
Yeah.
So you sort of glide gracefully across the sand. Brecken, the bus is not meant to go at speeds this fast. Roll me a Dex plus Insight for me here.
A Dex plus Insight?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see, my Dex, that's a D8.
By the way, Brecken, Lucky's at your side, and as soon as you put the nitro in, his claws retract into the floor. Bunker, I like to imagine you were in your, sleeping quarters right below, and just a claw the side of a sword just sticks through the ceiling.
I rolled a 5. I rolled a 5, but I'm going to use a Fabula point to reroll that.
Alright.
Hold on.
Someone keeping track of how many Fabula points we're using?
We used 2 so far, and I rolled a 10 this time.
Alright. Well, good news. No damage to the bus. The only damage is to your sense of stability, as the Baddington bus shakes and rattles and does giant jumps over sand dunes.
Doing the same jumps, but actually well.
Yeah, no, this thing isn't Grace. This thing is a bus.
I mean, hey, the fact I'm laying on the fact I'm laying on 4 on the fact I'm laying on the bottom of it and still going means I'm already doing well.
Yeah, a lot of times, with hovercrafts like this, they tend to have ice skate controls. And Brecken's pretty used to it because this thing isn't too fast. However, this thing is, slippery now, so you do cut your trip time in half a bit, so
Woo!
And manage to end up about. I'm gonna zoom you guys in further.
What a clean map.
Yep. What a nice clean map. You're about a mile outside of Relief.
How are the gauges looking on the bus?
Bus is looking good. You know, obviously, most of the damage was, you know, not anything to the mechanics. It was more to your living quarters, your food, etc. Nothing mechanically is wrong with the bus, other than like some flame licks on the exteriors, like I said last time. Everything I said last time, I said again. So now, you're outside of the City of Relief. How are you guys approaching?
Like, have we set up the bus, make it look like it's Imperial, or?
Yeah, it didn't sound like you did that yet.
Okay then. Well,
You have to go full decorator mode.
If that's the case, do we still have parts from the mech?
Yes, you do.
Do we still have that face?
You want to use the faceplate for the mech?
I was thinking of using the faceplate from the mech.
I mean, are those things that are only used for those like walkers, or are those like common things on Imperial equipment?
Imperial equipment tends to have all sorts of masks and whatnot, motifs, and face motifs to it. So it depends on the vehicle class. The standard golem units tend to have those specific plates. Bigger ships tend to have something that sort of better suits the vehicle, or a face that better fits the shape of the vehicle.
So it probably wouldn't look good.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't look good. Plus, you were going to use this for welding supplies and making cool shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually think we
now.
need to necessarily make it look like it's Imperial, because it is just like a vehicle. Like, we're not trying to come in saying that we're in the military. We're just merchants.
Oh,
you know,
military ships all have those faceplates. I apologize for not specifying. Military stuff have the faceplates. Pleasure craft of the of Imperial nobles might have like the Anuian flag on it. Stuff like that, but
Well then,
they look like any other.
So like, is the
vehicle.
Anuian flag just painted on the vehicle?
Usually, yeah, it's painted on the vehicle.
or we could just like hang an actual flag.
Do we have an Anuian flag?
I think it would just be a couple of inventory points.
Maybe
we could make one.
I feel like the most likely person that would have it would be Austin's
Bunker.
character.
Yeah, Bunker's character would know the design of it. He wouldn't have a flag himself, but if you could,
I wouldn't have a flag, but
he would definitely.
You want to use some inventory points to make one?
I mean,
nothing's stopping me to. So
I mean, really, to be honest, if you've been in military service for a flag, they should have at least given you. If you've been in military service for the New Empire, you could have at least given a flag once they let you go.
Well, me and the Anuian Empire haven't been on the best of terms. So.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't entirely sure of the backstory, but
yeah. There's stuff that Bunker doesn't want to talk about, but
I mean, who else actually talked about themselves here?
But like, look, I'll see if I can make a flag. A flag. It won't be good, but it'll be something.
This is a moment we could do in character.
Yeah, like we could look. Okay, what do you want me to do? Sew a flag?
Yes.
You're the only one that knows really what it looks like. I mean, I think the rest of us have all seen them, but
What
You would have
do
at least
I need
probably
to
seen
roll
it
to make
closer.
this flag, and how many inventory points?
It's gonna be 1 inventory point, but in order for like the flag being like well made, or because I don't know how much of an artist Bunker is.
Is there a way for me to help him, considering that fact I do have some artistic talent?
I mean, we
It'd
could
be
do it
group
as a group roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm
We
gonna have
all work together and sew. Big old
Alright.
sewing circle.
Yep.
All right. So that means Austin's going to take the lead on this one, and everyone supports.
Yep.
Yep.
What do
are
we
the
roll?
stats?
It's gonna be I'm gonna say it's a double insight on this one.
Ah, crap. Okay.
Does everybody roll that? How does this work?
So
Everybody
So
rolls
everybody
double
rolls. If you get above a 10, it gives a +1 to Austin's roll.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, double fives! That's a 10, baby.
Okay.
I got a 9, so unfortunately that is not a.
Honestly,
I
good at
have.
sewing. Steph got a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get a +1 to this roll.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a
Oh,
crit.
It's the best goddamn. It's fucking lifelike.
I was about to use my trust in you if you messed up, but damn.
Yeah. So Bunker is like, I'm not sure if I'm that good at like, painting and sewing.
Proceeds to make the most
Yeah,
the
and
most
as
accurate flag of the Inuit.
No, I like to imagine it just sort of turns into like he becomes a little too like Gordon Ramsay-esque, just sort of no, you're doing that wrong. It's the point is at a 45-degree angle.
It doesn't look like 45 degrees to me.
What are you doing?
Did you flip your canvas?
Like how? Listen, what are you doing? Like, you call that a cross stitch?
Have you ever seen a straight line?
Have you ever seen a straight fucking line in your life? All right, give me that. Come on, yeah, you don't. You're off sewing duty. Give me it.
How do you give him the
doing
sewing?
everything?
The sewing stuff.
It's just fucking. I just shove him aside and start sewing, working the pedal and whatnot.
By the end of it all, Bunker's just going ham on it.
I'm going to propose that the opportunity is what would it be?
The opportunity is
What would it be?
I'm gonna say it gets you into good graces with whoever the guards whoever see it first.
So would that count as a plot twist or just?
It'd be basically speaking like it'd be a very fresh and new.
Well, I guess it's just advantage because that first one it's just a +4. So
Yeah,
I mean the next roll we're going to do probably is with those guards. So
Yeah. So you enter sort of near the town. And I'm actually going to bring you to a new map. That works kind of like a mini map, if you will. So, where you end up, and I'm just going to pull if I had the little car. The Baddington bus when you need it.
City of Relief.
The City of Relief. Right. I have an idea. Hee, I don't have to look through my pictures. If I fucking just so you do see some residential areas and whatnot here. You do see a train station that goes into a tunnel in the wall. And driving past that, you do see an entrance that is just swarmed with cars, right? Or with hovercrafts, mounts of all sorts. Just a bunch of people waiting in front of this cave entrance. Brecken, you are able to get close enough to talk to the checkpoint guards if you wish.
Sure.
All right, you pull up. You know, in front of this cave entrance, you see like the mechs from earlier. A new, you know, a crud ton of Anuian guardsmen. And at the entrance, a guardsman puts up his hand for you to stop, and to, you know, open a window so he can speak to you guys.
Okay.
I guess I'm there with him. I guess.
Dude, does Bunker remember the last time I tried talking to an Anuian?
Yes. It did not go. You did not convince him you were a citizen.
In fact, you convinced him the opposite very easily. I might add.
In the ship now. She hasn't like put her, but I think there's like a place for her to dock her ship, right?
Yeah.
Her little bike.
Yeah.
So she's docked it and like I think
thought-
she sees the window open and like scruffs Brecken.
I thought you were already inside. You were
Yeah,
inside
no, she was inside already, but she back from when she like was falling after the nitro.
Yeah.
So she basically like scruffs Brecken, grabs him by the neck and pulls him back and says, "Let him deal with it."
Hail. Where have you head from?
That's on you.
Do you want to lead the
Connar.
convo, Brecken, or
I
do you?
thought I literally got held back by Ari.
Yeah, no,
Okay, all right.
I'm holding him back physically.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I swat away the hand a little bit. All right, fine.
You. Where were you heading from? Vehicle driver, hello.
Is it me or Austin?
Bunker. It's Austin.
Bunker.
Oh yeah, Bunker. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, hi. We're actually coming from a long trip. Can I get the? Hold on. I need to look at the full map again. Oh wait, no. I have a map I can use. 1 second. Would be the news. Yeah. Hey, sorry about that. We were actually driving all the way from Yomi. We made a wrong turn and thought we were heading to Gemini, but yeah, no, wrong. Can't get lost with the desert so fast, right? Anyway, we're looking to get some rest in the city.
Where did you get that flag? 'Cause that's the most beautiful flag I've ever seen. It brings a tear to a soldier's heart.
I did it.
Oh, no.
I made it.
You made that flag?
My own patriotism. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Finally, a real artist around here. Finally. From one patriot to another. Anu bless you.
Anu bless you too, yeah. By the way, do you know... I hate to interrupt, but we're trying to find a place to rest. Could you recommend us a good place where we could rest?
Or
like restock?
Well, there's all sorts of stuff down here in Rookiesboro. And you might want to spend some time here because we've had an issue with the caves here. One of the heavenly spears has made their presence in town. Ishtar, spear of devotion. She's currently in beauty right now. For the governor's gala, which unfortunately has made tensions, I guess, a bit high for the rebel scum here, and they blew up the cave entrance, or one of our cave tunnels here. So we're currently having our some men and the townsfolk try to clear the path. So I'm not too familiar with the town outside of the barracks. There's a bunch of fucking hippies, if you ask me. Real artsy-fartsy types. You know, thinking that their abstract Balhadati art or surrealist art is superior. Ugh. Blah.
You seem to be a bit of an art critic, I have to say.
No, I'm more of a hippie critic. I hate them. Just, what happened to good art? Art used to be good, It had values, religious context. You know what I mean?
I get you.
I'm talking your ear off. Rookiesboro's off to the south. The elevator doesn't take too many vehicles up, and I don't recommend going up relief via vehicle. So best way to head up is by foot.
Yeah.
Well, anything else I can assist with?
Real quick, where were we planning to go? In terms of the one thing location out of game.
Out of game, you were trying to just find supplies and find a way to get, and just to go back to the regular map. Whoa. You know that your piece is somewhere within the labyrinth. So your key is somewhere in the labyrinth. So you would probably have to go through one of the caves, if any of them are open, to get where you need to be.
Okay.
Anyway,
I was gonna ask, is Labyrinth open to the public, or do we have to?
Labyrinth open to it usually would be, if one of the caves was open, but like I said, both the caves have been bombed by some resistance scum, and now we're trying to excavate and reform the tunnel.
Okay, because
should be a few days.
Just taking my friend here to view the sites, but it's quite a shame.
Who are you pointing to?
I'm pointing to Ari's with us, right?
Yeah.
Ari's behind me.
Yeah.
No, I've let go of you by now.
Am I there? I think I'm
there. Yeah, Stoof is there. I'm just taking my friends here to see the labyrinth. They're tourists, really. They just want to see the sights of the Minus Labyrinth.
Yes. I love labyrinths, and I hate rebels, and art.
He squints. If you could see.
Well, I'm convinced.
Yeah, well, Hey, art can be respectable. Like your friend here. He has an appreciation for the classics.
That he does.
Yeah.
I meant I hate the art that you hate.
That
Does
sounds
someone-
like you need to start forming your own opinions about art, but who am I to say? Maybe there should be more people like me in the world. Anyway, I have other travelers to tell them to go away now, so have fun in relief if you can.
Oh yeah, no, we'll have fun. We're gonna explore the town.
I
You
love
have a good day
fun.
yourself. You have a good day yourself. Treat yourself later. Yeah.
You drive off.
Yep. Ugh.
All right. So, he also before you go, he's like, wait, before you go,
Back up.
here's a little map of the town, a little pamphlet we give to the nobleman tourists.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's on the house. Usually it costs about at least 100 Zenero.
No, this is art.
This she says it's art and keeps it.
And you drive off.
It's yep. Oh my god. But as I roll up the window, it's just like, oh my god. That was painful.
You did great, bud.
Thanks.
They totally
Also-
bought it.
Yep. Also, do I still have some pimples on my fingers still? Just looks at hands.
You do.
There's were you using like heavy? Weren't you using like heavy plated gloves?
Yes. There's somehow pimples on them.
And there's pimples on top of the fucking gauntlet.
Plate gloves. You
Excellent.
never know when you get a finger prick. You know, needles are sharp. It's very dangerous. Like,
I can't believe that these thimbles gave him immunity to fucking physical
sew.
damage, but only when sewing. Anyway, so you're given the little map of the town. There's junk falls. There's like little descriptions on each of them. It's like an amusement park map sort of guide of the town. So you have Junk Falls, where pretty much all the garbage in the city of Relief is thrown. Scrap statues, waste, you name it, you can find it here.
Sounds perfect.
If you want it and it doesn't belong to anyone and they threw it out, you can find it here. The rookie slums, they say it's for up and coming artists, can usually be found here. You see a statue carver on the street who looks well into their 60s. He's like, I'm just screaming to himself, I'm gonna make it big, you'll see. I'm gonna be the best. One of my statues gonna be right on the top of the wall. You'll all see.
that's the quality of his statue.
Decent at best. There's the studio district, where new projects, are being built at the current moment, building up to the north face of the wall. Also bordered by Studio Thetron, a theater built into the side of the cliff face. Also next to the third floor elevator, is the runoff in a famous spot for up and coming artists, or not up and coming, for famous artists throughout history have made their mark here and have also jumped off of the balconies here. Uh,
Damn.
Straight, high quality service, uh, fine gallery.
Affordable prices.
Yeah, affordable prices, good cafe and bar. Unfortunately, high suicide rate. Then there's the Galleria district, filled with new artworks, merchant. This is your merchant district. It's where you're gonna find goods to buy, stuff to purchase. Then there's Saint Relief Cathedral, one of the newest. I say newest, but it's been built here for the last 10 years. A giant cathedral sticking out of the cliff face. Built in the honor of Saint Reliefus of Anu. The newly built Club Saffron. Perfectly settled. Also next to the fourth floor elevator. The new hip bar that you all should be going to, it says in the pamphlet. There's beautiful heights where you can see the beautiful homes of all the noble men and women, and also see the governor's manor. Then at the top of the wall, there's the skyport, and finally the gardens, the sky gardens, right next to the top of this very cliff face. The gardens act as the farmland of this beautiful city. So, where do you want to go to first?
Falls, Junk Falls.
Junk Falls, Junk Falls.
The art said that we should go to this place.
I'm gonna find me some junk. This is Ari
Uh,
saying that.
Yeah.
She looks visibly excited. So does Ignacio. He's like jumping up and down on her, and flitting around.
Where?
I mean, that's probably also the best place to find what we need to repair our and restock the van as well.
Restock. So Junk Falls would be the best place for inventory points and bus repairs.
Yeah, I mean, unless we're using the gift shop, I guess.
For food and whatnot, that's probably gonna be the bazaar, but everything else, in terms of, you're searching through garbage at this point to find what you need. So, I like to imagine there's probably there's a little merchant's area here, as well.
Ari is going to spend some time setting up like a little obstacle course with the junk. Kind of just adjusting things here and there to like make some ramps and things, and then absolutely just going wild, putting on a show.
Alright. Alright, you're going nuts making ramps and whatnot. Ignacio's like helping you weld things together. It's you guys have never seen Ari this like outwardly excited. To be anywhere really.
The woman loves trash.
Got that
This
right.
is insightful.
So one of the there's an old man wearing sort of a jumpsuit, a snapback hat. He looks like Scruffy from Futurama, but his eyebrows have grown over his eyes, and he's got big, long, pointy ears. That he has a piece of rebar stuck in as they droop down. It's like a tiny piece of broken off rebar that's just sort of stuck his way through halfway through through his right ear. And he's like, "Any drunk you take, please donate back to the city." He sits in his porch, on his front porch with a hellhound, a creature that kinda looks like a dog, where the ears are where the horns are actually. It doesn't have eyes and has glowing teeth and a little flame on his tail. This hellhound looks extremely old and wrinkly. He's just sitting in a rocking chair, just watching over the junk falls. By the way, this place smells terrible. Can you all hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
I would like to do a roll to search the junk falls. I'm looking for two things. Either something that I could use in a ritual to make the van be able to be riverworthy, or junk that I think Ari might be able to use to make the vehicle riverworthy. What would I have to roll for that?
I'm gonna have you roll double insight on that one, Hal.
All right, I got a 12.
All right. So, you do manage to find what looks like how do I put this? It looks like someone was trying to make a metal relief on the cliff wall, but using a mix of iron, using a alloy of iron and mithril. So it's actually pretty light. So real quick, this is a hovercraft, so it would float above a water surface. However, if you needed to go underwater, you would need. Let me before I actually tell you what you get here, because you did.
Oh yeah, because I thought it was that the thing wouldn't drive over water.
It has difficulty driving over water, but can do it. If you needed to go underwater,
Would be a project, right?
yeah, you would be able to get the materials for your project here.
All right, so I was able to gather up stuff that that Ari would have the equipment they needed. What is it like a reduce in cost, or how does that work?
It would be a reduce in cost.
Okay. But I don't find anything that like theoretically I could use like as a ritual to like, I guess technically either an air or water based one for my elemental magic would work. Is it just that there's just not really anything that
All right.
That does it for this?
To make it, I'm gonna say you do find a air, a statue of this air elemental like creature. It has eyes made out of canary like yellow diamonds. It looks like a ball, a swirling ball with wings. And you can sense the magic in it. It's like, this would negate the cost of a ritual if you guys were ever in a situation where air was a problem.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I'll let Ari know about the area with that. I'm like, hey, there's a bunch of stuff over there that might be useful for the ship.
She's
and
in
then
the middle of doing...
I go up to the old man.
She's in the middle of
and I
doing
ask
a
him how much people usually leave behind when they take something.
Oh, that's the usual price.
I say, how much is the price?
The usual price.
I reach in to my bag and I pull out an inventory point worth of let's say I don't even know what is it.
I think it's like
Oh, okay, all right, I got it. I pull out a chessboard and some chess pieces, and I put it on the ground, and then I walk out with the statue.
he does nothing. He's just rocking back and forth in his chair.
After this, I'd like to go to the bazaar and refresh my inventory points.
I would like to go to the bazaar and refresh my inventory points.
Let's see. I mean-
Is our ship considered small, a railway car size, or large airship size?
Railway car size.
So small.
Yeah. In terms
Burrow
of
was
vehicle.
looking for food.
Yeah, it's the same. It's probably the same logic for rituals. I'm assuming our car is like is on the larger end of the small category.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's a cramped living space, to say the least. So you go to the bazaar.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It was a little quiet though.
All right. Wait.
Oh, I wanted to look for food. The jump.
No, we heard. We heard. I heard you.
So,
Here.
how are you guys getting up?
Wait, is Steph gonna look for food in the junk?
Yes.
I was going to, but.
Oh, okay. You could.
I mean,
do
I'm
that.
still doing tricks, so yeah.
Yeah,
Or
if you,
we can split up, I
yeah,
don't
we're gonna,
mind.
yeah, we'll split the party here. I'm gonna focus on Ari and Bereau real quick, and then I'll hop to Hal, Bunker, and Brecken. So, Bereau, roll me double insight for me here.
Do I want to do my thing right now?
How much cost of materials was Hal able to find for the underwater modifications?
I'm
The
gonna
ship.
say with the 12 he rolled, really what he did was he found a magical artifact, if you will, that will give you guys breathable air in case something like that happens. For submersing, that's going to be its own project on itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm calculating the project cost.
I'm going to say,
Like that can be like a critical component of it.
yeah, that is a critical. Let me see the projects thing real quick.
The Zenit cost of the project is 2,000. And the progress level is 20. So like I'm just asking how many Zenit worth of materials did he find?
I'm going to say this covers at least I'm going to say at least half of what you need right now.
So 1,000?
Yeah. Cuz part of it is making the ship be able to travel underwater effectively.
Yeah.
The other half is being able to not take on water. So, and, breathe, which he's handled that part. So, Yeah, you have 1,000. Now, Steph, what did you roll?
6.
6. Alright. Bereau, you're starving. A lot of you guys actually are. It's been 2 days since you've had a proper meal. Bereau.
Bro, especially hungry.
Yeah. Your arm, Bereau, you see, this little scuttly, I'm gonna call it, a mole crab. Part mole, part crab. It looks like a mix of a sand flea and a star-nosed mole. It's about the size of a rat. At least this one is. And it sees you and it tries to scuttle away. You attempt to go, you spot it, and using your, your detection here, you are able to do one thing, to try to, it's not much of a meal, but it's good enough. Do you want to try to kill this thing, for food?
Yes.
Alright, roll me, I guess, I'm assuming you're just using your bare hands, or are you gonna use, your staff, or...
Yeah, I'll use my staff.
Yeah, roll your, staff attack for me.
Alright. That's 2 willpowers.
Alright, when that loads...
Yeah.
And then I have a fun thing for you. So I forgot to do it earlier.
11.
Alright, you managed to, swing your staff like a golf club and slam this poor creature against the wall, revealing its delicious inner meats.
Yum.
How does eating work for Bereau?
The normal way.
What does that mean?
So, Ignacio is like looking, peering behind a corner, and just witnessing, Bereau, cracking open this mole crab. I'm sorry, this, crab mole, and sucking out its inners, pulling down, face obscured in shadow, and hearing probably one of the worst slurping noises he's ever witnessed.
Do I see him?
You do? Like, after you're done eating this very small meal, there's not a lot of nutritional value to this, so you're gonna have to eat again soon. But right as you do, your arm starts to vibrate, Bereau, and this is the, fun thing from last, the fun little die I had you roll after the session.
Right.
So you point your finger at him, just like, wait, you? And your, nail just sort of pops off the tip of your finger. And then a jet of fucking terrible, milky, slime just sprays out everywhere. And your arm's back to normal.
Like, yay.
And Ignacio's, like, looking on in hair. Like, he has to, like, jump out of the way of this horrible slime. And he's like, no.
I just put, like, I do, like, a shush. Put my, my a finger to my mouth. at him.
He probably goes to inspect it a little bit, right? Like after a little bit of the fear is gone, he like
Yeah,
looks at it.
he looks at it.
Because he's got a curious mind.
Uh,
I'll offer him what's left of the crab.
He politely declines.
Yeah, no, he shakes his head no. He attempts to put his like poke the slime out of curiosity. The slime, however, recedes to his fiery touch and then begins to seep into the earth.
Despite being made of fire, he shivers.
Yes. He just sort of stares at you. I like to imagine, despite your like the bottom part of your face is kind of exposed, and you have this terrible smile of shush. It's like this fucking Grinch style smile.
Yeah, no, he's not even telling Ari about that.
Yeah, no, he's. Yeah, and I'll give you. But yeah, you're still hungry.
Yeah, I'll go to where it sounded like the people said there was more food.
Yeah.
The bazaar, I guess.
All right. You'll meet up with them later. Real quick, Ari.
Yeah.
So you have your project. You're working on your project.
So now there are two projects. Did I get paid the like stipend money to upgrade the ship?
I think that's what Brecken, Hal, and Bunker are probably going to be working on at the bazaar.
Okay, so then I'll deal with that when I meet up with them later. So it's probably more I'm like looking for stuff to refuel my inventory points, and then I'm
Yeah.
also looking for materials for the projects.
Okay. Roll me a double insight for me here. All right.
Can I have Ignacio help? Is that allowed?
No, he's too busy being traumatized.
Fair. My insight is 8. I feel like I have something when it comes to finding materials. Let me check. Well, that's a 9, but let me check also. Not there. Oh, okay, no, I don't. Did we make another travel roll?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because you finished your travel after.
Yeah, so then no. I don't have anything that's added to it.
All right. So with I mean, you can always re-roll with the Fabula point, but that's up to you.
I'll do that.
All right.
So the Fabula
Three
points.
roll.
Fabula point. That's 3 Fabula points.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So for the Fabula points, when you re-roll it, do you re-roll both and then you can choose one?
No. You either re-roll both or you choose one to re-roll.
Or
So if
I
you wanted
believe
to keep
there's
that
also
6, you could just re-roll the 3.
there's also the ability to give yourself a +1.
Yeah, so there are 3 abilities you can do with Fabula points.
So either re-roll both, or +1.
Yeah, if you were gonna re-roll, I would only re-roll the 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because you have to take whatever the new result is.
Yeah.
1d8.
Yep.
gonna use another Fabula point.
Yep. I was gonna say you probably should just use another one.
So that's 4 Fabula points.
Yep.
I thought you could only use one Fabula point per
Yay!
roll, though.
Can you?
Well,
That's
you
why
keep
I was under
rolling.
that. I was under that impression. I was under that impression like a session or two ago.
I'd be surprised if that was a rule.
I wouldn't be surprised. For the
I don't-
rest of this session, I am ruling it as in combat only once.
Okay, yeah, I think we were
And
doing it in
outside-
combat last time.
Yeah, and outside of combat, I will allow multiple uses.
Yeah, I'll we'll have to look into the book and see what they
Yeah.
say for next time.
Yeah.
But for the rest of this session, it will be ruled that way.
But for this one,
Yeah, so you got
I already
a
used the
total.
Fabula points.
Yeah, so the total of that would be a wonderful 13. So, with all the materials you're able to pull from the junkyard here, you've actually, how do I put this? Not only to fix the van, I'm gonna say your cost has been dropped down to 1/4 of what it would cost to fix it.
On top of what
Or the
on top
total
of what Tom found?
Well, Tom's was in regards to the being able to breathe underwater and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not worried about because all the stuff on the ship is cosmetically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm not worried too much about that. I'm just worried about waterproofing it, basically.
Yeah, and that's going to be fixing the topicals. So, yeah. I'm going to say this brings it down to, before you were paying $2,000 for this entire project.
Tom found 1,000, and I automatically found from my class skill 200. So right now, before whatever I find, 1,200 out of 2,000 is paid. And for
Yeah.
the other project, 22,000 2200 out of 4,000 is paid.
Yeah.
Well, I think what Connar was saying is that it went down to 500, and then minus
Yeah.
your 200 class ability. Right?
So you're
Yeah.
saying the cost goes down to
Or-
500?
Or did I not understand that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the cost goes down to 500 with everything applied.
So then can I use with everything applied?
I'm gonna say with everything applied, the price has gone down to 500 because you have a bunch of free scrap. And no one's
So
gonna.
then I only find 300 Zenit worth of scrap. Is what you're saying?
Wait.
Because so basically, have we found 1,500 thing of scrap or 1,300?
1,500 worth of scrap. I'm gonna say right now.
Okay, and then Sarah has an ability that lets her minus another 200 from that.
So total,
wait.
Tom and I together found 1,500 Zenero worth of scrap.
I'm pinning our good friend's response to our earlier question.
Do I recover any inventory points?
I'm gonna say yes, but that's gonna cost as normal. Replenishing.
Okay, then I'll just replenish them normally.
Yeah.
How much is it per inventory point?
Inventory point, isn't it
10 per? Or 2 per?
I thought it was 3 per 100 or something. I can't remember.
What's the answer?
Wait, what was the question?
How much does it cost to restore inventory points?
Give me a second. It's a very small amount.
It is a small amount.
Let's take a look here.
Let's have a look.
Spending and recharging inventory points. 10 Zenit for every inventory point they want to recharge.
Great.
Pretty good deal, all things considered.
So you recharge your inventory points and anything else? That
Can
you
I
want to
work on? Well, no, I can't work on the project until I pay for it in total. I guess I'll pay. I'll pay the rest out for the waterproofing because that's going to be the most important.
Yeah.
So I'll subtract 300 from mine.
Okay.
And then I'll start progress on the projects.
All right. Next, I'm gonna go to the bazaar. The Galleria District Bazaar area. So, all right. So you're going through the bazaar here. The markets are busy, stuff's being sold, street vendors, food. Oh, by the way, how did you get up here? Are you using the elevator or are you walking? Let me rewind.
Okay, so Galleria District's over here.
Yeah. Use the elevator.
I mean, we
cuts
have
your time,
the,
but it costs money to use the elevator. I will let you know that.
I want to say, we decided to walk through Rookiesboro, just because Brecken wanted to see the sights.
So we parked the car, but I almost said like I'm from Boston. The car.
Yeah, I like to imagine you left it at Junk Falls, because Ari's working on it.
I mean, we didn't even know. I didn't even know she was going to work on it when I left it alone. Honestly.
Your character just walked away.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Ooh,
that,
new city!
Ooh,
that
the
it was
big
like in a place
city.
that we can park at.
Oh no, like I said, Brecken gets distracted easily. So
Yeah.
I mean,
the city.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Lucky is currently
sleeping in the car.
Yeah, he's sleeping on the roof. So.
Yeah, well, no. Basically speaking, he's
Like I should say to be clear before, so the progress, I can make 2 progress every day, and the total project for waterproofing is 20. So it'll take 10 days just for me alone to work on this finish the waterproofing. But if we hire someone, it can get done faster because the points are cumulative for progress.
I mean, like we could probably group all the points together by the time we get back.
Yeah.
No, you have to be able to start you have to be able to work on a project in order to add your stuff for progress.
Yeah.
So then, like, we're unable to work on this project then.
No, we can work on it. We just you guys can't work on it. Only I can, unless you have a point in Tinker or in Visionary.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Or wait, can I make only? Let me double check something.
You can also hire a dude or see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can hire
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah, we probably need more hands. Like maybe we'll find someone at the bazaar. That's like a
we could also wait 10 days here and maybe do like some like side missions and stuff in order to earn a little bit extra money.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
we are running.
You guys are mercenaries.
Yeah.
Which I did want to kind of like run by it because Brecken is paying you with like all the funds and the grabs from the treasure hunting, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Was Brecken's infinite pockets running out?
Oh no! I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like how the percentages are being handled. Because obviously, I gotta give you all your spending money, but not
Did we
all.
split up that money yet?
That was the money we got from the first session.
Yeah, I don't remember putting any of that in my thing, so I don't.
If
think I
you
have.
do not start this session with 750 Zenit, you have 750 Zenit, unless you spend something.
Like in addition to what we had already.
Yes.
I talked with Connar. We have essentially agreed that
We each get 750.
oh no, that's anytime you guys get money at the end of sessions is a Brecken paying you.
Okay.
So the thing is, I can give you all, the money that we get from treasure hunting. However, I can't split 100% of it separately to 5 people, because some of it has to go to the company in order to cover for said projects.
Do remember that one of your party members cannot use money and is a dog.
And is a dog. Well, a frog. A girl.
I
frog.
am absolutely
he's
aware.
probably
All right,
also
so
Listen-
as a part
listen.
of the reward from the first session,
I know
we should get
I've already
another
talked-
750 Zen.
I already am aware that Lucky can use money. That's why I even have his inventory points. So
I'm actually might be giving those back to Lucky, just so it, you yourself don't go crazy as a character.
What if like him in real life,
Well, yeah.
so that he
it's-
doesn't get blinded by the power he gains in real life.
Yeah.
But I was
wait,
gonna
the
say,
power in real life. What are you talking about?
Well,
yeah, the power of the extra inventory points.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no, like,
there are a lot of mechanical advantages, and there are ways you could say Lucky uses an inventory point.
Like,
Like him, barfing out a health potion he ate 3 weeks ago or some shit.
I mean, like
Yeah.
we basically already use his guts as the inventory.
But
So regardless, basically speaking, like if we are doing the whole Brecken paying thing with the funds from the thing, then it's just like basically speaking how much I give to the people versus how much I have to throw back to the company.
okay, I think I was wrong. I think everyone can work on a project. I'm the only one who can start a project though. But let me double check also.
All right, so for the purposes of what do I put down on my character sheet, how much additional money did we get from the first session?
Okay, you all have 750 Zenits. That is what Connar has given us. Total.
In addition to what we had at character creation.
Total.
You have
We
750
should
Zenit total. Right now, you have 750
No.
Zenit.
I have.
But we all didn't start with
Yeah,
the
no,
same
we
amount
had
of money.
more at character creation.
Also, I took money, so
Okay, I didn't know you took money.
So I think everyone should just
Remember-
add 750 to what they had.
So
Yeah.
let's see. I know Connar paid us 250 each, or 200. Connar, how much did you pay us?
I'm gonna say I believe it was. You got 500 at the end of the session from that one room. I think another 200.
So
I had 450 on my sheet.
yeah.
And
And I just have money from. There's money that, in the first session, I took for myself because I was exploring.
That's right.
I only have 750 Zenits. That is all.
Okay.
I started out with 1,000.
Yeah, because the people were taking money from individual things. I think maybe that's what we just to do from now on. Is do it, but not try and do it retroactively.
Yeah.
Because I only have 250. Because I haven't really gotten any Zenit from salvage and stuff, but I've gotten like items and stuff.
All right. So I'm going to move things along, cut it to the bar. So you guys are going through the slums. So we actually get to Rookie Burrow. So you guys are going through Rookie's Burrow, up the slope. And boy, are your dogs barking. And Lucky's not here. Aha. Anyway.
We hear a distant howl. He hungers.
You pass by, a bunch of like sort of shitty art stands here and there. Occasional street meat vendor. It's like, you want Dash Dragon? Dash Dragon Eye, very tasty. You want some? He's like holding up like a shish kebab with a lizard eye on it, Hal, that looks like it's been softly broiled.
I tell him 2 Zenith.
I would like to try some as well.
It is 5 Zenith. Do you know how hard it is to remove the eyes from Dash Dragon?
I tell him 3 Zenith.
4 Zenith.
2 Zenith.
I say,
100 Zenith.
Brecken, you said you wanted one of these?
Oh no, like where I'm bartering with him too, but just like as soon as he lowers, I immediately go lower, like 2 Zeniths.
You give me money now.
Yeah. I leave. I just turn around and walk away.
You, rich man, do you want some Dash Dragon Eye?
2 Zeniths. I say with a smile.
Get the fuck out of my sight!
Then quit looking at me.
Monk was just like, you guys keep calm, like, we're just trying to stock up, maybe hire a guy for the ship.
We were hungry.
Yeah. Like, 2 Zenith is it, like, how much was he offering?
5 Zenith.
5 Zenith? What are you pay 5 Zenith? What full-grown man doesn't have 5 Zenith on him? I'm waiting for it.
Just like,
Economy's in shambles.
No, basically, it's like what full-grown man doesn't have 5 Zenith? As we say, as we're in the slums, the poorest area.
So
we seem a bit opulent for who we are.
yeah, you keep walking, and the very awkward exchanges of people screaming to have them look at their art. It feels like you're just in a part of town where everyone's dream was to be a big star, and no one's.
Please commission me, please. I need to be a family. No, it's like they show off. They show off like some shitty fanfic drawing.
Yeah. I'm good at multiple styles. It looks like he has attempted to do 2 different, like a realistic art style, which looks bad, and then he's an abstract one that looks even worse. Please hire me. Please commission me. There are tears strolling from this man's eyes. One person is singing in public very obnoxiously. And Hal, on
Yes.
your way up there, you feel a smack in the back of your head.
I turn around.
It's a pretty big, hefty hand. And you see, where is he? This man behind you. You know him as Trag.
And the last time that I saw him, did he look pretty much like this exactly? Or is he a little bit more beat up now?
He didn't look like this exactly. Like, he was kind of beat up here and there, but he's looking way worse now. Sup, wimp.
I give him a big hug. And I'm like, oh, it's so good to see you. I'm assuming I kind of lift him up a little bit, put him back down.
Yeah, he's like even bigger than you. He's like got like an inch or two on you, but if it wasn't for the hair,
Mm-hmm.
And he's sort of size. If you had a microscope, you might have even see a little bit of a smile. What are you doing here?
I say, we're here to pick up some supplies. I'm working for I guess an adventuring company. We explore runes and look for artifacts.
How successful have you been with that?
I kind of put one of my hands by my head, and I'm like, well, we're not rolling in it yet, but I think we're making some pretty big progress.
Yeah,
Is
Brecken's
Brecken-
nearby.
Yeah, Brecken and Bunker, you notice that Hal hasn't actually been following you for like a minute
Oh no,
now.
I meant. Oh no, like so we lost Hal.
You've
No,
noticed that
you
he's
just
not...
turned around and I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that.
Yeah. Yeah, they look around like, but Hal, who are you
What?
talking to?
Hal, there you are.
Oh God.
I say, this is one of my childhood friends. How did you pronounce his name, Connor?
Trag.
Trag?
Yes. Trag.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
It
oh,
is
wait, do we
short.
already know?
It is short for his full name.
Yes.
That I'll type to you before in private.
Wait. Oh, I'll just put it down for the general, I guess. Trade.
Do we? So he told us his name.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
I said his name because I know this person.
I know, but did you tell us his name?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Okay.
once you say his name, he looks pretty mad that you said it out loud.
I'd like to have Brecken introduce himself in his normal Brecken fashion. Over the top, unnecessarily imposing and self ego stroking. Like basically
Go
so, good to meet you. My name is Brecken, and I am I am the so-called leader of the not so-called leader. I am the leader of the
This is
Brecken
all
Treasure Hunting Company. No.
You're doing this.
I'm not. No, my head's. No, my actual mind's just a little bit tired, so I'm trying to role play, but my.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
thoughts
let
aren't
you know
role
Brecken
playing
hasn't
yet.
eaten in 2 days, basically.
Has everyone eaten in 2 days?
Not really. You've had no food.
I thought we had like a day's worth of food. We had a day's worth of
Lucky's
food.
eating. Lucky's eating.
Lucky's
I thought-
definitely eaten.
I just ate.
Okay then. Brecken introduces himself in his normal fashion. That's all.
Yeah. A long gusto intro of leader
Of leader of the Brecken Treasure Company. Look, destined for greatness and to be known as the best treasure hunting company across these lands.
I
With
feel
me
like
and my
afterwards,
faithful
Bunker
crew.
just says, "Hey, I'm Bunker."
Hi, Bunker. That's my name.
I like the blue one significantly more than the one with the mustache.
Don't worry, you'll come around.
Hal finds this ironic because he
Don't
said
worry, you'll
anything.
come around.
You're the one who says that. You'll come around. You'll like me.
Don't worry, you'll come around. They all do. They never do.
You have to.
You have no
My
choice.
ego.
Bunker's the poochie of our party. Changed my.
I turn to him and I say, "Hey, if you're looking for work, we could use a spare hand getting everything fixed up."
Judging from how you guys smell, look, it looks like you
Taste.
more. God damn it, Sarah. It
Smell.
looks like
look,
you might need a job from me more than I need. I need one from you.
Why? You just said we smell and look beautiful.
I say, well, those kind of jobs that you offer are not always the best, but yeah, we'll hear you out depending on maybe we can offer some assistance.
Maybe you can reconsider and joining officially, but as a favor to a friend, I could help you out.
Yeah, no. What kind of job we talking about?
That you're gonna have to come with me. You know where the runoff inn is?
Are we gonna discuss this over lunch or?
Yeah.
All right.
Over lunch. I'm sure if I put in a good word with you, with my my colleague, I can get you free room and board there.
Okay, we can make this work.
Free food.
What says you, Brecken?
Free work.
Free food, not free work.
Well, I could get you a job, something to eat, something more.
I will not turn down hospitality.
All right, come with me then.
Hey, boys' night out, I guess.
Only someone who is not a true gentleman would turn down hospitality.
So he takes you up here, and there's a up to mantelpiece. He navigates through the city for you. He tells you about secret little shortcuts that are almost instantly forgettable and very hard to notice. But he cuts your travel time up this, which would have been maybe a 2-hour walk to even get up here, has turned into maybe even a half an hour.
I ask him how long he's been living here. He seems to know his way around really well.
2 months. Actually, starts thinking about it more. Well, I started visiting here about maybe 6 months back, due to the job, corresponding with others and whatnot. And then, yeah, no, it's been off and on for about 9 months. Where have you been living?
I say we've been traveling around. We were just out by what was the name of the point that we were at? The far something?
It was Deep Dune, Dead End Desert.
Yeah, I was like, we were just out in the dead end desert exploring
It
for a
is
couple
the
days.
it is
I
the
actually have the map up here.
Dead End Deep Dune Desert Valley.
Yeah. Oh darn it, that's not what I want. So yeah, I tell them that we were out there, but that we haven't really had a place knocked down. I've been traveling pretty much since we last met up. I think you said that I probably went down to before the campaign, that I was probably down in what's the place called? Duncan is where I met Brecken, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I say I met Brecken at Duncan, and since then we've been traveling.
And you've made how much from this?
I think Brecken can like step in here and give him some overglorified response. That's probably not true, but
Yeah.
Brecken believes it anyway.
Balls of verses we've made.
Oh no, like we have traversed multiple ruins across these wasteland deserts. Actually, we found treasures. We found multiple treasures. That's why we've been out so long.
I say we haven't had a chance to cash in most of the stuff from our most recent adventure yet, anyway. But I do have a couple of nice magic artifacts that I can use for rituals and stuff that I was able to pick up there. So, you know, not a lot of stuff liquid, but like I said, you know, we're on to something big.
Well, like always, I'll wish you the best of luck. Yeah, I wish you would reconsider some things. Maybe grow a backbone.
I say,
sorry.
I say, look, there's many different ways to live your life. Trust me, I live as fearlessly as I need to be. Say there's much rather prefer to leave the situation than, you know, add to the pain. But I'm always willing to help out a friend in need, so I'll listen to your mission.
We could use some manpower, and maybe we can work something out in return.
You haven't exactly told us what it is, but
like I said, my colleague is better to explain, and we need a bit of privacy.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, so we continue to the place then.
Yes. He leads you to the Runoff Inn, which I'm actually just outside. There's actually like, oh wait, that's not the right one at all. Hee hee, haha, fuck. I thought I put it. So you walk upstairs and through alleys and statues, and you finally make it to a building jutting out the side of the cliff. That looks like a man with winged feet running off, and a building built in between the gaps of his legs and arms. It's like they built a building around this man. You enter into an art gallery. Paintings line the wall. The art here is more of a, outside you've seen like some traditional Balhadati art. However, more of the art around here has been sort of more in a Anuian classical style. Something you might compare to real life Roman, Greek, and early Renaissance sort of stuff. You enter into the studio, into this gallery here, past the check-in and cafe. Paintings line the wall of a much more surrealist art style. And in one corner, well, not a corner, Trag brings you through to a back room. And you see, this sort of androgynous fellow posing nude as someone takes or is at least trying to do a drawing of them. And I've censored it here. They are censoring themselves with nothing but a hand fan. And from it, the model goes, show me the progress so far. The artist, looking solemn, turns it around. And it looks pretty good. However, the nude model looks at it, flicks their sunglasses that they're wearing down, and proceeds to take the life drawing, throws it onto the floor, and starts ripping it apart and stepping on it. It's like, worthless! Bullshit! Come back when you get some talent, whore. The artist runs off crying. And the model goes behind a vanity, is it a vanity? What is that, extendable, you see it in the movies where they step behind a thing?
Here, let me actually try that, a vanity. It's not a vanity. A vanity is like a little
Partition.
A partition. The model steps behind a partition. It's like, oh, Treg, it is good to see you. How is the projects going?
Quick question. Out of character, by the way.
Yes.
Does Brecken think he could draw? He could probably do it.
Probably. But you don't know.
Can he sew?
Hmm?
But can he sew?
I mean, we already tried an artist check beforehand, and he was pretty good. Yeah. At least top high schooler level, which is pretty good. I mean, basically speaking, we could be looking at an extra opportunity here.
Yeah. The model steps behind the partition, gets dressed. How are the projects? I'm sorry, not Hal. Trek, how are the projects? Any new recruits? Any worthwhile recruits? We have an important week ahead of us. Trag goes, yeah, no, I know this, at least one of them. I can vouch for them. We've been through it. The model steps out. Eyes the three of you.
They're so crunchy.
Crunchy?
Why is the person crunchy?
Oh my god.
Is it crunchier now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's so crunchy.
Why is he crunchy?
Yeah, but
Stop
dude,
drawing him. He's lowered in quality in real life.
Wow.
And that, like,
The drawing was so bad that he pixelated himself.
no, like it's like I can see where they went wrong with the drawing. They
Yeah.
simply put, they tried to actually supply smooth curves when really they should have been giving you your rough, squared pixels on you, sir. If you will,
wow, I am looking at it and it's fucking bad.
if you will, sir, I Brecken Balancing could possibly paint you and
impress you even.
impress you even by capturing every
Okay.
single bit of your square and
So-
crunchy pixels.
So
How's my pitch coming so far, guys?
Good. Do you promise to mosaic him?
I will mosaic him. Yes.
all right,
Unmosaic.
I'll fix that art later.
I think that's what the last guy tried to do. We're gonna go as crunchier. We're gonna go crunchier.
It's like looking Genesis.
No, like I show him the crunchy portrait of himself, like, and he's like crying because this is so beautiful to him. And like,
Good. All right. Getting back on track.
I mean, do you have actual art of him? Like, it's
Yeah,
like
I
crunchy?
do. Unfortunately, Roll20 decided to upload it crunchy.
Well, so does this person allow Brecken to try and draw them while we are talking with them?
Brecken, they step out and they eye the three of you, and you just immediately ask if you can draw them.
That sounds very like what Brecken would do.
Yeah, how do you go about
mean,
this,
like,
Brecken?
Well, obviously, like, I'm sorry, sir, but I noticed that, like, that poor excuse of an artist has tried capturing your resemblance. Now, sir, I am a bit of an artist myself.
You and everyone else in this town.
Yes, but here's the thing. The difference between me and them, I'm not from this town. I believe I can be able to capture your interest. I believe I can be able to capture your likeness in a way unlike you've ever seen before.
Roll me willpower plus insight here.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Do you have one of your notebooks on you?
I always keep a little something. I always keep a little something on me.
All right. Still roll it for me.
15.
All right. He looks at his.
He looks at my works.
This is not usually the time for this. But you, sir.
Actually, wait. Let me use one. Let me use one valuable point just so I could get my dirty total. Actually, my dirty cap of 16. I really want to drive this home.
Good.
Well, I think this is just in order to get them to let you do it, not to actually draw it. So you might want to save that for the actual drawing.
Yeah.
I don't know, Connor. What is it?
That was gonna be like a downtime activity. I wasn't even gonna make you roll for that.
Yeah, no. So, like, basically speaking, with the more impressive my present work can look, the better it will be during the downtime when I don't have to roll it.
Yeah.
So
it's
yeah,
more of a willingness.
I'll use a valuable point just to bump that up to a dirty 16.
I have not even introduced myself to you, and yet
Yes, but as a fellow...
they grab your hands. You can see their eyes through their very pretty eyes underneath their sunglasses, looking back up at you. You mustachioed man. You have some of
Yes.
the best art I have ever seen in my entire goddamn life. I'd
Thank
be
you.
willing to burn down my entire gallery if I could just get more of your work.
Sir,
I
if
am.
you, I would be glad to draw for you, as long as you properly commission, of course.
The highest exposure.
The highest exposure. I mean, Brecken is trying to go for glory.
You said.
He's like so wealthy. He's like, yes, exposure. That is something that I usually can't buy.
You cannot believe it. Even with so much money, people just cannot remember who I am. I am an unsung hero. An unsung hero. Born to fade into obscurity, yet I try to grasp that glory at every waking moment.
Your art has inspired me, moved me, and has even aroused me.
Brecken's like shedding a tear a little bit, like it's just in the corner of his eye, like.
I have completely forgotten what I was going to talk to my good friend Trag here about. But you are my favorite. They grab your hand and kiss it.
Thank you.
But I must focus on things.
I lean into Trag and I'm like, I see we both have found similar people.
Clown the clown communication.
Trag replies to you. Arguably, my clown is actually more useful.
You haven't seen this clown in action. I did not actually say that. That's just me out of character.
Yeah.
Say, well,
Bunker would say
we'll
that.
see.
You haven't seen this clown in action.
So I after making the little banter back and forth with him, I do speak up and I say, Trog says that you have a mission for us.
Mission? No, I have missions. Listen. Oh, and we must be discreet. Pull the curtains. A manservant pulls the curtains. So, how willing are you all to be a part of the resistance?
Hold up. I thought we were mercenaries.
If my interest if the amount of peaking my interest could have is certainly broken.
You don't have to be full-fledged members of the resistance. It is fine. You could be honorary. We just want to know that you will not betray us. Or I don't have my good friend Trag here throw you off the famous spot where every artist I have ever known, every at least talented artist, he yells into the other room, has jumped off to their ultimate demise. Can I trust you? I know Trag here can trust you. I do not know you. Except for that beautiful man right there.
I tell them, I say, look, we're not gonna, be going around targeting civilians, but we definitely are no fans of the Empire.
Oh, civilians. No, we have bigger fish to fry here. We have I do not know if you have heard, but we have the Heavenly Spear in town. She is a zealot bitch. That is the word. A zealot. Is there an adjective for zealot, like zealotish or something like that? I do not have the words for this.
Are you thinking of Zealous?
Zealous is the
Zealous.
that assistant right there. Raise their pay.
I like to imagine now it's just like a voice inside their head from one of the players.
Yeah, no, it's just a random service. It looks like
Secretary
Ari.
in the background. It looks like Ari with like fucking sunglasses,
And like a smock.
like fancy Ari, if you will.
Yeah.
Longer hair.
Yeah.
But Bunker's like,
The zealous bitch is in town, and she is at the She is making fancy with the governor. That bitch is partially responsible for the fucking dreck that you see lining the streets. I am willing to use all my resources just to make this shit stop.
Bunker pops up as like, you realize you'd be going after one of the heavenly spears, right? Like the top 4 of the Empire, basically the Emperor's
Yeah,
head,
me and every
fingers.
other member of the Resistance, your point, coward.
I gotta let that sink in. Bunker like puts his head down. Like, damn, like I had history with them, you know.
I do not care about you. You are shit to me. Your scarf is ugly.
I say, what's the details of the job?
We have several.
He's like the Brecken, just like, my scarf's not that bad, right?
The main job.
Why are you silent? Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
He says there are several jobs in town. First off, the big important one is to fuck up the governor's gala. Just fucking wreck it and make his party look like trash and defund this entire place. More or less.
Do you have any like plans in place for that?
Oh, we were going to bomb the shit out of his house.
I say, and what are the other missions?
Other missions, just, well, I believe our good Thrag here just finished one today. Yep, I blocked off the exits, at least by hovercraft. We have to do something about the skyport. Make sure we don't have anyone wanting to leave early. So sabotage the skyport. Oh, and you know what? Maybe if bonus, I will provide a bonus mission because I think this one is fun. Is Club Saffron, the club that the governor had made to try to one-up our family's historic runoff in. What? That club, wreck it, destroy it. I do not care. It is a fucking burden on my eyes. If I see it again, I will fucking sob. I would kill 10 babies. I would stare at 10 dead babies before I would want to look at that thing.
I'm sorry, this guy comes off as the kind of person like, I'm a rebel for the people. What the fuck are you doing? You're doing
You know, Trags just sort of nudges you. He's kind of a twit, but he has a lot of money, which is good for the resistance as a whole.
Mm-hmm. All right, I huddle up with my 2 compatriots. and I say I'm not really comfortable bombing a hall. There's a lot of
Yeah,
innocent
no.
people that are working there. But maybe like if they just wanna like this like getting in good with this person could help us get through. What do you guys think? Should we
I will
take maybe one of the other missions?
I can simply don't no need. I can simply impress him with the piece I will make of him later. You can
I
trust.
say-
You can trust in me, your leader.
I mean, the other issue is, we already have a huge red flag from the Empire. Like, as nice as it would be, like, yeah, what's another mark on our record going to do to us? I think if we're coming from personal experience from what the Empire does to prisoners, yeah, no, I don't recommend it, especially for this group.
So
Sure.
the first mission is bombing the party.
Yeah.
The second
No, that is-
mission.
To clarify,
He overhears our conversation.
yeah, he's been a part of the huddle the entire time. You just simply
Oh,
did
what
not
the
notice.
fuck?
Oh no! It's like I invited him. I invited him.
Give yourself a
He's
fabulous
so-
point.
He's so cool that he had to be a part of this conversation.
Yeah.
But he's probably gonna be like, you guys are late for not wanting to bomb a gala.
By the way, right next to you, Brecken, Trag is there. Is like, I thought it was pretty rude that you guys having your own conversation right in front of us.
You know how that is
without
pretty
even
rude.
Yeah, you didn't even
That is
excuse
pretty
yourself
rude,
from the
Hal.
room. You didn't even excuse us from the room.
I mean, what do you want us to do? We try.
I'd say I think it's fair to have a discussion amongst us for what we want to do. But anyway, yes, please. So the first mission is not to bomb the gala.
No, you can do. Bombing gala is last, because the gala is probably...
Yes, but it was the first thing that you said.
The first one is bomb, destroy the skyport, or at least make it inoperable. And I heard something about you guys being wanted by the Empire.
I say I don't
Can't be
think
a
we
good
have
treasure
specific
hunting business
posters
without
out
making
for us
enemies.
yet.
All right, one at a time. Hal?
I don't think we have any like actual wanted posters out for us. But one of the other heavenly swords or whatever they're called knows what we look
Spears.
like, and
The
heavy
spears.
spears, yeah, knows what we look like and doesn't like us very much. So functionally, we might as well be wanted.
All right, and Brecken?
You can't be a professional treasure hunter without making enemies. This is a sad truth.
By the way,
it's very much possible. I hear, but
Not. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't.
it's very easy to not get people mad at you.
Brecken, the artist.
Yes.
Varro is their name.
Varro.
Yes. Varro grabs your hands like, you are a treasure hunter? Tell me more about your stories of adventure.
I open my notebook. I open my
Christ.
notebook and like I take him off for a walk while I just go over all the stories that are over all my stories, whether they're made up or not.
They're swooning.
So I basically leave Breck, Bunker, and Hal to their devices
Yeah.
with track.
Yeah. Trag says, so you're wanted? I thought you were done with the rebel business, but I guess you can't quit, huh?
Well, we didn't want to be caught. We didn't want to be caught by the Empire, but when we were exploring ruins, apparently they've been searching the same place.
Well, I do have well, Varro here. Varro has access to some secret elevators within relief here. Some hidden between, inside of the wall itself, as well as a tunnel that leads directly into the gorge that isn't patrolled by any Empire. So, we do have a way to get through still, if you want it. But, if you need money, resources, and to know where that cave that you need to go through is, do the jobs for us. I might have some more jobs in the meantime. I just don't have them, This was sort of an impromptu meeting.
I say if we're going to be bombing the gala, then we need to make sure that we're just causing explosions and we're not actually targeting the people that are there.
Well, there's one target that we definitely want dead, and that's the spear themselves.
I say I'm okay with that, but there's a lot of people who are going to be working support, like staff that are innocent, and we don't want them getting caught up in our grudge.
Never willing to make omelets
basically,
out of hell.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm saying is, we'll do it. You'll get us through. You'll get us the supplies we need. But we do it our way.
As long as the spear is dead, we'll consider it a win. And maybe if some of the governor's house gets wrecked, I think that'll make Varro pretty happy. So, and if you fuck up Club Saffron, which is I don't really get why you want to defend these yuppies all the way up top there. It's a bunch of shitty noblemen.
I say, there's going to be repercussions for this, and the people who are going to suffer the most for it are the people that are living, at the bottom. And, you guys are going to bring that on them regardless if we help or not. But at least maybe I can make it so that way you guys don't hurt a lot of civilians in your war. But enough about our political disagreements. Do you have any information or stuff that you can send to us about the layout, like how you guys are planning on getting in, that kind of stuff? And are we going in by ourselves, or do you have people in position?
We are currently trying to regroup. After the bombing today, I got split up. We have a few agents still in the city, but right now...
So we're basically going it alone.
Well, as soon as I can get my crew that's on the other side of the wall back over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, they need to find the cave. Even then, that's maybe a day's travel.
All right.
So we have at least 12 days until the gala. So rest up, maybe find some other work. Maybe some locals might need your help. You're mercenaries now, right? Peaceful mercenaries.
I say, hey, we're taking this mission. So don't you can knock us when we if we don't show results. I turn to Brecken and Bunker.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Remember, I
Yeah.
walked off with the other boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Far
okay.
out.
I turn to Bunker, and
Yeah.
I say, what's going through your head?
This does not bode well for someone who's ex-military, trying to live the life of a mercenary, but
I say, once that first sword, saw us,
yeah, spear.
we're
It's a
gonna
spear.
we're gonna
This is gonna be a thing that Hal
Yeah.
does, where it just calls swords.
yeah, we're gonna need some contacts. And unfortunately, the most well-equipped contacts we could get in the fight against in terms of being able to avoid the Empire is the Resistance. So we just need to make sure that they don't drag us down into hurting people just for the sake of hurting them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah.
But if these guys can get us into the gorge, then I think we should do it. And sabotaging the spaceport, the skyport, is not a bad idea, because our friend the axe, right? Would need places to restock in the area anyway. So having him need to stay in like another area, making him not be able to land, is probably something we should do.
We don't make this easy, but you're right. I mean, I would weigh our options, but they're clearly the most willing to pay out the most.
All right. Well, let's talk with Brecken, Ari, and Bereau and see what they think about this.
Brecken, at this point, Varro has their Varro has their basically their arms around you. Almost very flirtatiously at this point.
I just think he freaking like, I just freaking think he adores me like the hero I really am.
Yes. They sure are, Brecken. They sure are. They're even doing that little hair twirly thing whenever you're speaking.
Sometimes I twirl my mustache.
They certainly are biting their lower lip a lot.
And the thing, I haven't even made the piece yet.
So, what are you doing 7 p.m. tomorrow?
What is Brecken doing 7 p.m. tomorrow?
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Perfect. You should come over and we'll work on the masterpiece.
Yes, of course.
Of course, you will be paid handsomely.
Mm-hmm.
They pull their sunglasses down and wink at you.
Yes. The reassuring wink.
He's like,
the
handsomely.
reassuring wink of employment.
He's
I've
like,
given this
handsomely,
wink
the way that I always get paid.
the way that I always get paid, both in
all-
wealth and in looks.
Yeah. It's great. So, Prague, have you discussed the nitty-gritty of things? Yeah, basically. Told them what we needed to do.
We're still gonna think about it, but you'll have your answer soon. But we have other people traveling with us. It'd be an inconvenience to say the least.
Yeah. Oh, you probably want to know because pretty soon, that one spear that you met probably is gonna put up your posters soon, so you might want to, if you're gonna walk around town, at least up in Mantelpiece and Beauty, you're gonna want to wear disguises, or and at least use the back elevators. I'll show you where those are.
Good to know.
So, oh, and there is a password to the
Do we have to say it every time we travel the elevator?
yeah, you do.
Oh boy. And out of game, do we have to say it every time we use the elevator?
Yes.
No.
It is Saffron sucks.
Good.
And Varro came up with the nickname, not me.
How are you guys not caught yet?
It's because his dad's the governor.
That's sad, actually.
Yeah. They don't really get along. So his uncle was the one running this place before him. And he was kind of neutral up until his death. So, kid's got at least a good heart, I think. You know, he's rich, but, you know, he's willing to do anything for the cause, which is respectable. So, he shows you the exits. In the elevator, you go down, you know, so it's sort of like zigzags across, sort of like how an Etch-a-Sketch would zigzag. And you guys, and, you know, our good friend, Trag lets you out on, Junk Falls.
Did we eat with them at least, or we're still starving?
Yeah. Before you go, there's actually Varro has left the manservant to bring you an entire thing of groceries.
It's just catering items.
Yeah, no, he's literally just sent you a catering thing to your bus.
Oh boy, I can't wait to live
Yeah.
off charcuterie meat.
Yeah, no, you guys, Varro's ordered that, like, as soon as, you guys decided to head down, and while he was talking to Brecken, and Brecken's, I like to imagine Brecken's stomach was rumbling, and Varro got very, like, oh, you're hungry, you brave warrior. I will make sure you have a feast. And you're like, my friend should get a feast too. We're all so very hungry.
Yeah,
And-
my friends should also get a feast as well. We've been traveling. We've only had a day's worth of food, but unfortunately, my pets, he ate the rest of our rations. My good friend Lucky.
Yeah,
God
I was
bless
totally
Lucky.
lucky.
Hey, remember his last name is Baddington. Baddington or Baddington? Brecken Baddison, right?
So,
Remember, his last name is Baddison as well.
very quickly, Brecken, Hal, and Bunker, you guys, walk back into the bus. Lucky is still asleep. However, the catering has
Wait.
arrived.
What if? Okay, but what if? Hear me out.
What?
Lucky went on his own individual little adventure
Yeah, but Lucky's
during
gone.
the events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky is gone.
He was woken up by like the noise of construction, and he just
Yeah.
hobbled off.
Yeah. He wandered off a while ago.
You guys have the mentality of not my dog.
Yeah.
Nah, as far as Ari's concerned, he's his own person.
Yeah. Ari and Bereau have already received way too much catering. This.
I didn't say I went back to the bus.
Oh, you're not back at the bus. Where?
No.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
right.
I
That's right.
didn't
Bereau.
ask.
That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Bro doesn't like Lucky.
So, Bereau, you're in a city you've never been before.
Mhm.
So, what is going to how did you walk here?
Okay, so here's
The
what
op- Oh, good. Go ahead.
I imagine. I have the map, right? They gave us all little maps.
Yeah.
And when you told me about the map, didn't you mention there's like a bar or a club on it? Was that the Saffron Club? And it said like you have to visit this
Yeah.
on it. So when she reads that, she's like, "Oh, I don't
I
want
have
to get in
to.
trouble by not. I don't want to seem, weird by not going. And I have to."
Wait, actually,
It
let me
said I
go.
had to.
It said I
Alright.
have to go.
Uh,
So she was, yeah.
Out of pure pressure, she just.
all right. Bereau, an
You wanna
elevator
fit
trip
in.
is only 10 Zanero to cut down on the time. Cuz it's either walk like 4 hours or
Yeah, sure, I'll take the 10 scenario.
yeah. So you walk you get on the elevator that is run by guards. They don't recognize you, so it's just sort of like enjoy your stay. It's like, as you ride up for about like 10 minutes on this giant industrial elevator with lots of other people, animals, etc. And you make it to the entrance of Club Saffron. You're told like, oh, I have to go here.
Yes.
You get to the entrance, and a giant arm pulls out or comes out. What do you think you're doing here?
I had to be here.
You have to be here.
Yes. Don't we all?
No, not you. You don't have to be here. Oh God, what's that smell?
She shaved herself right now from anxiousness. It's a defense mechanism.
Ugh. Look. I don't know what rich person you stole those clothes off of. But,
These are the clothes of a people.
a what?
My people.
Where are you from?
Ishtar.
He goes, really? My wife's from Ishtar. She's never worn anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't say it was from the people of Ishtar, did I? There are
Yeah. Where's it from
lots
then?
of people.
I bet there are. Look. I don't know what you're trying to do here. But go
I
back
don't
where you...
know what you're trying to do here.
I work
Who
here.
are you?
I work here. I'm a bouncer. I prevent, frankly, awful smelling creatures like you from coming in this fine establishment here.
I think you are being rude to me.
No, I very much am. You should leave. We do not want you here. You smell bad. Ugh. Siri, do you have like a dead animal on you? I swear. If you do not leave, I will be forced to use force, or we'll have others come in and use force. Honestly, you might get the shit kicked out of you, lady. I am not against hitting a woman. Woman? Are you a woman? I don't know what the fuck you are. Nor do I
don't
care.
know what the fuck you are.
I just told you I'm a bouncer. I'm very clear.
Don't understand what that is. Don't understand why I was told to come here. To be talked to so rudely. I'm getting angry. I am very hungry also.
Yeah, and go back to the slums and get whatever street fucking meat that they have there. People...
Where are the slums?
Rookie Burrow. It's about 3 floors down.
Mm-hmm. Do I see anything past them, like, off the club? Like, what's it look like inside?
It looks extremely fancy in there. It's, like, a lot of, Renaissance, sort of European style furniture, like fancy European style furniture, marble pillars, people laughing and drinking, wine racks, the classical music is being played with. You can very much clearly hear the this is a fancy place for fancy people that aren't you. By the way, people on the street are also looking at you and just sort of gawking. Like, what the fuck do you think they're doing trying to get in the club, Saffron?
Okay. They're feeling very self-conscious now. And threatened. So they're going to run.
Bouncer's like, oh, that was easy. Where are you running to?
The first dark corner I can find.
You find a dark corner.
I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about all of the times people have looked at me weird. And I'm like, I'm not fitting in. This isn't working. I'm going to be found out. And then there's like some magic. It's like, imagine, maybe it's the map, but out of like the map, see like this like magical book sort of forms around it. And then I sort of like keel over as like words from the pages of the book fill my mind. and then the book like shrinks and kind of fits onto my belt. And now I have extra insight and
This is
speak
to
all
justify that
languages.
level.
Yes,
It's
there it is.
well, the words going into you make the sound of familiar whispers.
Yeah.
Very comforting to you, scary to others.
Yes.
You go, girl. You make it work.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Ross.
And you head back down.
Yeah.
All right, you fucking grumble as you have to pay another 10 fucking Zenero to get back down.
What a trip.
Yep. When you do come back, at around the same time, Brecken, Hal, and Bunker do.
At this point, we can spend all of our money to
Yeah.
get our inventory points back, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, just an entire catering truck, something that's meant to feed like 50 people, has been delivered outside of your of the Battison mobile, if you will.
Nice. Are we all back together now?
Yeah. Ari, I like to think you didn't even notice it getting set up while you were working on projects.
Yeah.
And just look over, it's like, is that food?
No, I probably don't even acknowledge it. I just go over and grab some.
Yeah.
And then I go up to Brecken and I'm like, hey, you owe me money.
Hmm?
You owe me money for upgrading the ship.
Oh. I'll figure it out.
Better figure it out quick or I'm gonna...
Oh.
Yeah, we got some things. Where did Lucky go?
I don't know.
Ignacio shrugs.
Meanwhile, the bouncer, I can't let you gets eaten.
Please. Please.
Like decapitated from like torso, walks in, proceeds the party with like a bunch of rich dudes.
Alright.
Everyone there is like, this dude's a riot. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, he's sleepwalking, by the way.
All right. So first, I fill in the remaining party members about the missions and the possible extra income we can get for it. And on top of that, the secret way down into the canyons. What are your guys' thoughts? I ask.
All right, I figured out how you're gonna get paid.
That doesn't count as my pay for
Yes, it does.
repairing the ship.
Yes, it does.
What's the word where someone like takes your arm and they like rub it back and forth?
Unfortunately, Indian burn.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not a good name.
Okay, maybe I should do something else.
Native American.
Native American burn.
Yeah, no, I think she's gonna give him a wet willy straight up.
Yeah.
Can we at least do a skill check for it?
I asked Ari how much is it gonna take to fix and get everything upgraded in terms of additionals and even what you didn't gather here.
I like to imagine
It's
you're
also the
asking.
cannon upgrade. I take him to the side and I'm like, listen, I like away from Brecken. I'm like, I gotta get as much out of this guy as I can.
And I say, well, the next couple of missions.
Even if
are
I'm
gonna
not
be-
spamming him, it's gonna be expensive, and it's his ship, so I'm not doing this for free.
Yeah, well, how much do you think it's gonna cost in terms of what you couldn't just salvage for free? How much?
4,000.
That's in addition to everything that you salvaged?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I guess we can't do it because we don't have that money.
I guess if it's just for underwater capability, 300. But that's with me paying some up front.
Okay.
She's lying about that. She already paid that up front. So she's just wanting to be reimbursed.
Oh yeah, no. Being reimbursed is what he's basically asking. Like, how much out of pocket expenses are we going to need to pay? Because it doesn't make sense for you to pay that. Yeah. So 300 for the underwater, additional money for the cannons and other stuff that can come as we get more money. So I go to Brecken and I say, all right. So with the parts that we got for here, it's going to be another 300 for parts and then 100 for labor.
For what exactly?
And so we'll take that out of what we get from the most recent missions and then divide up the rest equally. Does that make sense?
What is this for?
Making the ship waterproof so that way as we go through the canyons, if we need to go into the water, we're able to do it.
Brecken sits there, rubs his mustache a little bit, like before he's just, okay. Just be sure to run by those projects by me next time.
I told you I was upgrading the ship with a cannon, right?
No.
Yeah, I told you last time. Out of character, I told you last time.
That was out. If it's out of character, then it's not to Brecken.
No.
I'm
She's
saying out of
you
character. In character, I
but
told
she
you
did
last
say
time.
it.
Ari told Brecken already that she was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm adding a
Brecken
cannon.
might
We
not
need money."
remember.
That's true. No, but you were like,
That's-
"Yeah, they have a fund for these types of things." And then
Well,
you're-
that's just it. We never settled the fund. We just pretty much decided like everything we collect is our own. That's
But
what
at the end of the other session, she was like, "Hey, I need 2,000 to upgrade the ship," and you're like, "Okay, we have a fund for these things." And then she said, "Actually, I need 4,000."
And I don't think Brecken responded after that.
Yes. So to get the ship waterproof, it's 300 plus 100 for labor. Does Brecken agree to this?
Brecken agrees.
Because if not, we just don't have to do it.
I mean, like
technically, I might be able to mimic the stuff with magic. It's just that's a lot riskier.
And it would only be temporary.
Yes.
No. Brecken does agree to the underwater.
Okay.
Ari gives him a wet willy anyway.
No, he doesn't. No,
Nah,
Yes, she does. I'll do it.
no.
As Ari goes to try and give him a wet willy, I like hold them apart. I'm like, calm down.
Yeah,
You got
no,
what you wanted.
Yeah, no, Hal's
Okay.
giant arms separate
Yeah.
Ari and Brecken by at least that giant 4-foot wingspan.
Yeah. And I say, don't worry. Anyway, so we've got some time. Do you need any help, Ari?
Definitely make things go faster. Alone, I can
Okay.
do it in 5 days, but with everyone's help, you cut it down a little bit.
Oh, well, I mean, we've got 12 days, so.
Well, the other concern is there's a heavenly spear in the town.
Yeah, I
So-
think it
yes,
would be
but
better to lay low if possible.
Technically, that's actually our only job is really to murder them. Everything else is
You
off.
underestimate the heavenly spears, though.
Yep.
You
Which is
really
why we
do.
can take out the airport. Skyport.
It would be really easy to take out the skyport if we had a magic cannon on the ship. If only.
If only.
Yes,
It's not
I
the
agree.
stealthiest
If only we all had
approach.
significantly more money than what we do right now, that would solve all of our problems. In fact, actually, if all of us had like 50,000 Zenit, we could all just retire.
If we really had that, if y'all really had that much money, would you all even really be working for me?
Yes, exactly.
It's like.
So for
bye,
right
bye,
now,
bitch.
we'll focus on what we can do, and that is get the ship ready, and try and destroy the skyport.
And kill people. Whee.
Excuse me?
I put my hand on on like your head, and I'm like, I'm gonna need you to tone that down just a little bit. All right.
Good
We're
enthusiasm.
we're destroying infrastructure. Let's try and keep the casualties to a minimum.
I was talking about the spear.
Well, yes, but that's just one.
Just person.
I'm saying to you guys, we shouldn't confront the spear.
What's wrong with the spear?
No, it's a title for the best of the best. You just don't go challenging them or
Oh yeah, no.
confronting them. Any sort of
I have to.
You don't get it.
No, I don't. You don't get it because I am the best of the best of the best. Trust me, we're fine.
I say
Well,
we're not planning on fighting them in a fair fight.
I say don't fight them at all. You run. You don't look back. If someone next to you is gone, you keep running.
So well, there's a lot to unpack there. You wanna talk to us? Something going on?
Well, it seems obvious that most of you know if they used to be a part of the Empire. I know the Heavenly Spear of War. Zeus, I don't fear. The one who Ares, I definitely fear.
You don't know this one. Actually, you have the name wrong. Actually, no. Ares is the one you know.
Yeah, Ares is the one. Zeus, I just found out about. Venus is the one I'm also just finding out about.
No, it is.
Oh, is it not Venus? Is it not?
No.
Sorry.
You have actually named them wrong, but
I'm sorry.
which is perfectly fine because you've been away from the Empire for
Oh
how long?
no. So the one that he knows is
Ares.
Ares. The one that we met was Zeus.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
This one's Ishtar?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a love god, but I forget which one. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was
It was what?
I'm gonna actually correct you on this. You do not
Oh,
know.
it's Deus.
No. You know the titles of the Heavenly Spears. You know as Odin, Spear of War, Zeus, Spear of Innovation, Ishtar, Spear of Devotion, and Amaterasu, the Spear of Secrets.
And so the one that the rebellion wants us to kill is the devotion one, right?
Yes.
I say, what do you know about this devotion one? Do you know anything?
Not much.
I say,
Roll me.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, roll me a double insight for me, Austin. Just to
Alright.
pull up how much you can actually remember. Because you were a loyal soldier at the time, but, you know, how, like, devout in your teachings, how much you followed. Okay, you know a reasonable amount.
How many
Ishtar.
fabulous points have we used so far?
I don't like this session.
I've used up like 4. I used up like 3, I think, and Ari's used 1.
yeah, we're at 4.
If we get one more fabulous point in.
If Bereau knows anything of them, it would be about Ishtar.
Yeah, Bereau, you know a bit about... Really, You don't know much of any of them. You have seen the Imperial Guards before. Actually, Bereau, roll me a double insight as well, real quick.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, nice. All right.
Did it crit or?
No.
No.
But 14 is pretty dang good.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to start with Bunker and go to Bereau next. Bereau, you start thinking about Zeus really hard. Something like a deja vu sort of effect. But going to Bunker, here's what you know. Ishtar, Spear of Devotion, is not only a heavenly spear, but the title of the High Priestess of the Anuian religion.
Okay.
Usually the one who is to be wed off to the God Emperor.
So the matron queen, if you will.
Yeah. They're a pretty big deal. They do a lot of public speaking. Well,
most queens in history have done, but...
Yeah, and usually, the Spear of Devotion is actually a title held by many. You remember, at least during your childhood, there's at least been 4 before you became a soldier.
Well, we've been sure getting a lot of queens, Dad. What, son? Are you questioning the... No!
There was at least 4, and then it stayed the same for the last, at least while you were a soldier. So, Bunker, that's what you know. You don't know what this one looks like. You've never met them. But they're usually, it's like meeting the Pope, is what meeting the Spear of Devotion is like.
Okay.
Except this is a world where there's magic. So the Pope might be magic.
Dang.
So you explain that to your friends. Bro, it finally actually hits you that Zeus sounds familiar. You remember less of Zeus as the person, but Zeus as a voice in the distance.
I gotcha.
That's what flashes into your head. Whether or not you tell your friends that?
Nope.
Alright.
Bunker.
So, Bunker, you explain what Ishtar is all about.
Yeah, they're basically Major Queen, the High Priestess of the Empire. For what I know, they're a very powerful magic user as well. Also,
probably littered with more guards than usual.
Probably going to be littered with more guards than usual.
Okay, I will ask, does she live in the city of Ishtar, usually?
Ishtar, strangely, no. With what you know, you would assume, but it more sounds like that place was named after her rather than, or at least their rank in in the big religious story. It's like naming a mountain Mount Moses, despite nobody named Moses living on it.
Okay.
From the Bible. Anyway, but that's what So,
It's the Torah action.
oh shit, fuck, you right,
Shit.
fuck. Anyway, so you guys know that about Ishtar.
Bunker also reveals there's also usually a high rate of. Look, I'm just saying they're going to be tough. I mean, I'm lucky to even survive, but I wouldn't say I came out all right. But Bunker, first time you see Bunker do this, he takes off one of his gauntlets to reveal basically a heavily scarred hand. Like they healed in time, but basically you're wondering how one pinky's shorter than the other. Like some fingers look shorter than the other. Due to how injured he is.
You got a fucking gnarled up arm.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if it wasn't for magic, I wouldn't be able to move. It would be. But yeah, he puts the gauntlet back on. So, let's hope that it's not who I think it is. Well, we could deal with Ishtar. If we do deal with Ishtar, let's hope we don't get caught in whatever thing she has planned for us.
I say, well, the good news is we have a way to get out. Once this is done, we can go right into the gorge, and once we're in there, it'll be a lot harder to track us down because the vehicle will be ready by that point.
All right then. So, we're just gonna have catering for the next few days.
Yep. Seems Vero's going to keep us very well supplied in that regard. Well, Vero or borrow?
Yeah,
Or-
Just use both of them.
Yep. Yes.
it would make sense for Brecken.
So, do you guys want to wreck the bar or the skyport first?
The bar, you say?
So no, Brecken just pulls out a coin and flips it. Heads. We're gonna roll a 1d.
Let's do the bar.
I want to destroy the bar.
I look at you and I'm like, do you already have history with that bar? We've been here for only a couple of hours.
Art.
I have learned of the falsehood of advertisement today.
We might be able to steal some money if we go to the bar.
How do you do?
There's a lot of rich people there.
How do you do the roll command on this thing again?
You did the backslash backwards. You have to do backslash and then R. Did you say which one was which?
Well, you already stay the skyline first, bar second, so bar two. Ding.
All right.
Bar.
Sounds good to me. So it's almost 11:30. How long does it take us to wreck this bar, Connor? Give or take out of session time.
Oh, it's gonna be its own session in itself. So
That's
You
what I
guys-
figured.
yeah,
Let's cut it here. Yeah, let's cut things here.
all right.
I was hoping make progress for one day on the.
In update
ship.
news, Bond of Ari has been turned to mistrust.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who else is, who
Real
else is
quick,
helping?
Bereau.
Yes.
Real quick, Bereau, roll me a d6. What's everyone doing to close out this evening? Before y'all go to bed, like helping out with the van. I'm sorry, with the bus. What are you?
I feel like I'm categorizing all of like the food and stuff, making sure everything's packed away nicely, considering it's what we're going to be eating for the next couple days.
Yep.
I rolled a 2.
Bunker, are you helping with the with the bus? Austin?
Bunker, Austin,
Yes.
are you helping with the bus?
I'll help with the bus.
I like to help with the bus too.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we all can.
All right.
Do we all roll insight?
Bereau.
No, it's
Bereau, real quick. What are you
What
doing?
did I roll? What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'll help with the bus.
All right. So
Everybody else doing it.
yeah, you're all working on the bus.
I also tend I spend like half my time working on the bus, and then I go look for Lucky. Not back by like the second half.
Yeah.
So how many people working?
Pretty much the party.
Yeah, the party is.
Oh, yeah.
So, right as you're all going over like the plans that Ari has drawn out here. In Bereau, you start feeling nauseous.
Oh.
And
run away.
you guys see Bereau just run in a straight line away from you guys just all of a sudden. What do you do?
I say, are you all right?
She ate something bad earlier. Brecken never witnessed this. It's just a wild guess in the dark.
I yell it again, bro. Are you okay?
Alright,
Does Bro
something
say anything
bad.
back?
Hal, you should probably go check.
Wait, bro. What did you say?
I said I ate something bad earlier.
Can I roll an insight check? I don't know what it's called in this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's actually gonna be your insight actually.
Yeah, I figured it was.
Yeah, roll me double your insight here.
13.
Yeah, you can tell that you had the same food that they had.
And yeah, and it kind of seems like they're trying to hide something.
Yeah.
Does it seem like they're hostile and they're hiding it, or that they are just trying to hide something?
Steph, I'm sorry, Bereau.
What?
Is this a hostile trying to hide it, or?
Well, I don't know what's happening. You've just told me I feel nauseous.
You feel like what happened earlier in front of Ignacio is going to happen again.
I'm just trying to hide something, I guess.
Yeah, so it's more out of like an embarrassment, not wanting to share the information than you're like running from something, or.
She already told us she ate something bad.
Well, I don't believe her, so that's my role.
Are you like going over to check?
It seems like it's something private, so I'm not gonna pry.
All right.
I was gonna say, if you were to go over to check, Ari would probably like put a hand on your shoulder and just like wide-eyed be like, I don't know if you want to see that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. He's Hal is very much Bro seems to be okay, just going through some stuff.
Hmm.
And if Bro doesn't come back after like 5 or 10 minutes, then Hal will go check.
Oh.
Yeah.
But assuming Bro comes back, then he won't press.
Yeah. Bereau, you make it right before you can get around a corner to just shoot out more terrible goo. Your arm once again from where your fingernails were
Are all of them gone, or I thought just one fell off at this point?
Yeah, I was thinking all of them were gone.
Okay.
So just sort of like a terrible fire extinguisher. You hold out your arm. And spray the terrible milky substance. Once it is done, you sigh in relief and notice that the weird junkyard guy in his rocking chair was right there, and you've just sprayed all over him. He does not seem to care. Neither does his hellhound. And that's where we're gonna end the session. That's how we're dealing with the instability system from that one heroic feature. Anyway.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, no, you wanted to be a gross worm.
Spoilers.
Already knew, right?
I mean, worm is a term in endearment when I say it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Would you still love me if I was a worm, guys?
Well, you are a worm, and we all love you.
Oh.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's nice.
I'm Boosh/Connar/ your DM this session. I hope you enjoyed listening. This has been an interesting one. No combat this time, huh, guys? Whoa. And then we have you can follow me here on YouTube, Discord, Instagram, Boosh at ConJoined Artists, ConJoined Artists on Instagram, Boosh at ConJoined Artists on Twitter. God rest its soul. Austin.
Oh goodness, this is Austin. You can find me at Octo_Us on Twitter, where I will be non-existing.
All right. And
next person to my left.
Sarah, I'm Sarah. You can't find me. You can't see me. John Cena. I'm John Sarah.
John Sarah.
Michael
John
Michael
Sarah.
Cena. Michael Cena.
all right, Ben.
Just go to Ghost Puncher Ben. Don't be shocked what you find there, please. I'm self-conscious.
All right, Steph.
I'm Stoofy on most social medias, but I do not use them very often.
Tom.
Hi, my name is Tom. I played Hal today. I had a good time. I don't really have very much to pitch today. So I'm gonna go back on a good old classic, and that is socks. Everybody should have socks.
Wow.
Give me some socks.
My dog agrees, but everybody should have socks for her.
Yeah. Remember to wear your socks.
Donate some socks if you have too many.
Donate your socks if you have too many, obviously.
Your socks.
Remember
They're
to
very nutritious.
call your mom, and have a great rest of your evening. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.